Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome in. Big V here from MoneyLoadNation.com, your home for everything Money Load. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the Money Load YouTube channel. And today we have the NBA's, well, what should I call this? This is the NBA's power rankings for right now. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this like every 5 weeks, like we do with the NBA. Like this is just the start of it. I probably should have done one for NFL too, and we'll get into that, but. Like I said, we're just gonna do this for the NBA because I just thought about it honestly. So we're gonna go ahead and give you guys my NBA power rankings. So yeah, one thing I would like you guys to do is So make sure you guys do like this video, help us out. Let's get the 60 subscribers. Smash that like button, subscribe right here to the Money Load YouTube channel, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so start off this brand new year. We have a lot of good teams out there this year, so this is going to be kind of tough. But for now, team number 32, the worst team in the league, if you're asking me right now, is the Washington Wizards. The Wizards just don't have any talent besides like Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. I mean, who is really on that team who's going to give you a spark on that team? Not really no one, right? I don't think they're going to be that good. All right, but so I got them at team number 30. I think they're going to be the worst team in basketball. All right, next up we have team number 29. We'll go. I don't know. We'll go with the Pistons. Now I know the Pistons do have a okay roster. Like they have one of the better young cores in the league, if you're asking me. But I do see this team struggling, and I still see this team not having too much success this year. All right, next up we have team number 27. I'll give it to Portland. Once again, I don't think you guys are going to be the best team out there. I don't think you guys are going to be nowhere near the worst team out there. I just think talent-wise, I think you guys should fall off the bracket a little bit. All right, next up we have team number 27. Actually, no, this is team number 26. 30, 29, 28. Oh, did I say 29? So this is team number 29. This is team number 28. Team number 27. Team number 27 will be. I'm gonna go to the Charlotte Hornets. Listen, I don't think the Hornets roster is really that good. Besides LaMelo Ball, I don't think you guys really gotten too much better this offseason. But I mean, I would like to say you guys are good. I would like to say that you guys are a good team. But for right now, I don't know about that. I don't know. Besides LaMelo Ball, like I said, I don't think your roster is that good. All right, next up we have team number 26, and I'll give it to San Antonio. Listen, I don't think San Antonio is going to be nearly as bad as it was last year, but besides Victor, so building around Victor Wembanyama, I still think the Spurs can be some type of decent good, but I just don't think they're gonna. I just don't think they're gonna do. I don't think they're gonna be doing too good besides Victor Wembanyama, or whatever, whoever you say his name. All right, next up we have team number 25. We're starting a new bracket, and I'm gonna go Houston. Houston has a very interesting roster. Like with the new pieces they got. They got Fred VanVleet down there now. They still have Jalen Green down there. They have a very talented roster. But the only thing concerning me from Houston, and I don't know how they're going to match up between the rest of the Western Conference teams. All right, next up we have team number 24, and I'm gonna go with the Toronto Raptors. Besides Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, do you really think this team is really going to be that good? I just don't think so. I think they lost a lot of key pieces in this offseason. I don't think the Wizards are going to have too much success, especially if Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby, especially if those two get injured, it's going to be miserable for them. All right, next up we have team number 23, and I'll give it to Chicago. Chicago, I think they should be better than what they are right now, but my eyes are just telling me that this team is not going to have, once again, the Eastern Conference stacks. I don't think they're going to have too much success. But I'm still hoping for Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan to have big time seasons. I really hope that happens. All right, next up we have team number 22. I'll give it to the Pacers. The Pacers, they had a choice the right direction. So building a roster around Tyrese Halliburton, I think is right. Buddy Hield, I think he's gonna come in huge here. They got Bruce Brown now. The team isn't bad. I just once again I just think they're gonna fall short. All right, next up we have team number 21, and I'll give it to the Jazz. The Jazz, not a bad roster, honestly. I do think they have a top 20 talent in Laurie Markkinen on the team. But Walker Kessler already looks good. He looks like he can take another step up in the league. But once again, Taylor Horton-Tucker team's rise, in terms of the upside, I just don't think this team is going to have too much success. But it could. But the Jazz could be good. They could be a good team, and they have a roster to be a good team. All right, next up we have team number 20, and I'm gonna give it to Orlando. Like I said earlier in my last video, the Orlando, they're headed towards the right direction, man. Building a roster got Paul Bencaro. You guys still have a good young core. I do think the Magic is gonna be some type of decent this year, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. All right, next up we have team number 19. I'll go Atlanta. This team is kind of confusing after last year. I think they went 41-41 last year after a team I expected to go way over 500 last year. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I got them at 19 right now, but I think Atlanta's just gonna be mid this year. All right, next up we have what team is number this? 2019, number 18. I'll give it to the Nets. The Nets, they do have an exciting roster, and they do have an exciting team. Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, you got Cam Johnson, and you might even have you might even have Ben Simmons. Like they have a talented roster. They have an entertaining roster. I just don't think that they're gonna have too much success when they play the good teams. But this team can still contend for a playoff spot. All right, next up we have team number. I keep forgetting about this. 17. Team number 17. I'm gonna give it to the Pelicans because I just don't know about their injury status. Like if this team is healthy, this team could be a dangerous team. It's just my concerns. Like you don't know when Zion Williamson's gonna come out healthy again. But for right now we're gonna put them at 17. But I feel like they should be higher than what they are. All right, next up we have team number 16. I'm gonna give it to Minnesota. I gotta go Minnesota here, right? Minnesota, like I said, they're kind of like Brooklyn and New Orleans. They have a talented roster. That roster is good enough to win. Is good enough to win games. They will succeed. I do think Anthony Edwards is going to have a fantastic year. I'm really high on Minnesota this year. But once again, based on all of these teams at the bottom, I just don't think they're going to get past them. All right, next up we have team number 15. So this is my top 15 teams in the league, and that is starting off with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder has the best young core I've seen out there. SGA, amazing. Josh Giddey's getting up there. Basically, he's even getting up there. Like the Thunder has so much talent on that roster. Plus, they're young, which is good because they can develop off of this season, and they can even really be an even good team moving forward. So I do have some hope in them. I do have hope in the Thunder. I think they can be a freaking phenomenal team, but I just need to see it first. I just need to see that they can be a phenomenal team. But you guys do look good on paper, in my opinion. All right, next up we have team number 14. I'm gonna give it to the Clippers. Listen, that Clippers roster is talented. I'll be honest, it's talented, but I don't think it's as talented. But once again, you guys are kind of like New Orleans. Like the injuries might kill you guys this season if you guys don't. Now Kawhi Leonard, I know he's a beast. Paul George, he is a beast. Russell Westbrook, he's getting there. But still, the injuries do kind of worry about me for you guys. But I do think you guys have one of the more talented rosters in the league. All right, next up we have team number what is this? Team number 13. I'm gonna give it to the Cavs. I do think the Cavs have a very, very entertaining roster with Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. They have a very entertaining roster. So I do think the Cavs are going to have fine success. I do think they're going to be basically. I expect it to be the same teams that were last year, but I just don't think they're any better than these teams. But this Cavs roster is entertaining, and they will be fun to watch. All right, next up we have team number 12. I'm gonna give it to Dallas. I just need to see more of that. I do think the roster is good. They got two All Stars in Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Even though they lost Christian Wood, they still they'll have two of those guys. Um, they had a really solid offseason. I think this team's defense got better. I really do expect better out of Dallas' upcoming season. All right, next up we have team number 11, and barely falling out of my top 10 is I'm gonna go the Sacramento top 10. Nah, it's the Knicks. The Knicks are barely falling out of my top 10. Listen, Jalen Brunson is amazing. I respect him now. Julius Randle, respect him. I do respect the hell out of that Knicks roster, and I do think they're gonna be one of the best in entertaining teams to watch. Well, I wouldn't say best, but when I say best, I mean best like entertaining wise. I do think this team is going to be entertaining. They're kind of like the Cavs. I think the Knicks are basically going to have the same story as the Cavs. They're going to be the team that they were last year, and this team is going to be one of the more entertaining teams to watch in the league. But based off like in the playoffs last year, they barely lost to Miami. They got beat against a good Miami team. I do really have kind of high expectations for the Knicks this year. All right, next up we have team number 10. We'll go Philadelphia. I just don't know what James Harden. I don't know what James. Yeah. I don't know what James Harden's gonna do. He could get traded. Could get traded to another team. Could just maybe sign an offer for Philadelphia. But they still have a good roster. They still have a good team. They should be able to still contend. But once again, I don't think they're big enough. But this Philadelphia roster is the same. They ain't gonna go anywhere. This team is they're good. All right, next we have team number 9, and I'll give it to Sacramento. Sacramento still has a very entertaining roster. They still have De'Aaron Fox. They basically signed the whole team, which is kind of good because after their last season's success, I do think this year they're going to have the same success, but I do think they're going to make it farther in the playoffs. So I do think Sacramento's going to be slightly better than they were last year. But isn't it great to really see Sacramento do good again? It's amazing. Even I'm a Lakers fan saying that. All right, next up we have team number 7, and team number 8. Team number 8. I'm gonna go Memphis. I just think maybe if this will happen, I do think missing Ja Morant with 25 games will definitely hurt you guys. But who knows? Your bench is one of the best benches in the league. You guys have been good recent years without Ja Morant off the bench. So I don't know. But I do think this Memphis team is still good though. They're still young. They still have a good team, and they will be the same team as last year basically. All right, next up we have team number 6, and I'm going with the Warriors. Listen, Steph Curry is probably gonna have another MVP season. I'm not gonna lie, that Steph Curry is good. They got Chris Paul there, which I'm kind of questioning what they're gonna do with their starting five still. But this Warriors team, they're still good. They're still championship contenders, in my opinion. They're still one of the best teams in the league. But once again, I think the Warriors can contend. They still basically got the whole roster, and me as a Lakers fan, I'm saying that. All right, next up we have team number 6. I'm gonna go with Miami here. I do think Miami can still be a top 5 team in the NBA. I do think the Miami Heat is an incredible good team. I do think they're going to have the rebuild success as they had last year, losing in the finals. You can't ever count on Jimmy Butler. He's going to have a hell of a year. I think he is. I'm basically kept the same roster. I know they lost some key pieces, but I'm still expecting them to be the team that they were last year. But matter of fact, I would expect the team to be better than what they were last year. All right, next up we have team number 5. Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I'm gonna go with my boys here. I think the Lakers take that top. I think the Lakers get the 5 spot so far. Listen, the Lakers had the best offseason in the NBA, and you're asking me, and I'm not being biased, but I think the Lakers had the best offseason LeBron, he's gonna have another outstanding year. AD, he better have an outstanding year. Austin Reeves, I know he's coming for a great year after watching Team USA basketball. I just have a lot of hope in this LA team. I really do. I think their bench is good. I think they did everything that they need to do off season, especially adding Christian Wood a couple days ago. This Lakers team is going to be damn good. I can't wait to watch them this year. All right, next up we have team number 4. I'm gonna go with the Suns. Suns, they have a talented roster, man. Like KD, D Book, Bradley Beal. You can't get over that. Plus, in the trade, they got more depth power onto their roster. They did good. That team is stacked, and they could contend for a championship here. I'm not gonna lie. This I don't know. Something's stinging my gut and telling me that this team could make it all the way. All right, next up we have team number 3, and I'll go to Boston. Boston. Now these 3. Actually, no. I'm gonna. Yeah. I should. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Boston. Actually, no. We're gonna do 3, 2, and 1 at the same time. So 3 is gonna be Boston, 2 is gonna be Denver, and 1 is gonna be Milwaukee. So with these three teams. Actually, no. I'll go with these 5. These 5 right here. I'm not talking to every single one of them. And I'll get to one of them in a minute. But the Celtics, but these 5 teams have unbelievable rosters, unbelievable, amassed amount of talent. They really do. Celtics, I'm taking them in 3rd. They got Drew Holiday. They still look good. I think they got a better Marcus Smart. They lost key pieces last year, which I do think that's going to be a little bit concerning for the team a little bit ahead. But this Boston team, even though I hate them really bad, but I think this team is really fucking good, and their roster is stacked. Second place, we have the Denver Nuggets. Once again, they're the former champs. You can't go wrong with them. I don't think they're number 1 right now. I think I can give it to Milwaukee, but this Denver team, they're not going anywhere. They're the defending champs for a reason. I think they're about to prove us wrong, why they should be the champions of the world again. And this team could obviously do it again. And number 1, I got the Bucks because they basically just signed Damian Lillard. I mean, their roster, man, they are absolutely stacked. Bench is good, talent is good all around. I think Damian Lillard is actually going to work with that team. I think Damian Lillard is going to work good with Giannis. Like, that team is just so stacked that I don't know if I can put a team over them right now. So the Bucks are my number 1 spot. All right, and that is my NBA power rankings to start this year. Let me guys know what you guys think. Let me know what you think I did wrong and what I did right. But anyway, this has been a long time talking here, so I can't wait for this NBA season to start. It's going to be a blast. So yeah, I do appreciate everybody watching this video. Make sure you guys do like, subscribe, do whatever you have to do to support the Mellow YouTube channel. And I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in and watching it. Well, this has been here, sign up on MillerNation.com. I gotta go ahead and get to that and get ready for the Week 5 NFL predictions. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, please like, subscribe, and anyway, peace out, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one.